Cold fog clings to the gravel, a ghostly tide rolling in against the indifferent, merciless mountains. This is the stage for the infamous 24-mile endurance march, a crucible known for breaking even the most hardened Marines. At the center of the formation stands Sergeant Mara Quinn, the platoon's only woman. She's quiet, stone still, a transfer whose reputation is whispered in rumors but never confirmed. Some of the recruits around her smirk, a fatal miscalculation they'll soon regret. Hours earlier, in the pre-dawn darkness of the barracks, 3 recruits, Dawson, Trent, and Vale, had crept to Mara's bunk. With smug grins, they snatched her boots, her old, perfectly broken-in pair, molded to her feet like a second skin. They tossed them behind an ammo shed, laughing. Vale whispered, "She quit by sunrise." But they didn't know Mara had been awake for hours, stretching, meditating, preparing with the discipline of a warrior carved from stone. When she found the empty space under her bed, she didn't yell or accuse. She simply took a breath and said to herself, "All right, then." As the platoon forms up at dawn, the ground is a sea of polished boots, except for one spot. Mara stands barefoot, calm, centered. Whispers ripple through the ranks. Is she insane? One recruit mutters, "She won't survive 2 miles, says another. Gunny Rourke marches up, his face a mask of bafflement. Said again, "Quinn, where the hell are your boots?" Mara's voice is steady. "Don't have them, Gunny." Ready regardless, Rourke studies her, seeing not defiance, but an unshakable certainty. He gives a single, sharp nod. "Your feet, your problem. Fallout, you're out of tryouts." Behind her, Dawson snickers. A horn blast shatters the morning quiet. The platoon surges forward, their boots pounding like thunder. But Mara's bare feet are different, soft, quiet, precise. The sharp gravel bites into her skin, and blood begins to well up. But she doesn't falter. She adjusts her stride, letting pain become information. A map, not a cage. B-mile 3, the saboteurs watch, in disbelief, as she keeps pace right beside them. How is she not breaking? Trent pants. "She should be crying," Vale adds. Dawson just scoffs. "Just wait. She will." But Mara doesn't even look at them. She doesn't need to. The terrain shifts to dirt, then 2 rocky hills. Recruits start to stumble, their resolve cracking. Some drop out completely, but Mara moves as if she's memorized every inch of the earth beneath her. At mile 10, she briefly checks her feet. Scraped, torn, and bleeding, but still functional. Dawson jogs up beside her, his smirk firmly in place. "You can still quit." No shame in it. Mara looks up, her eyes clear and calm. Discomfort doesn't define limits. He has no comeback. The miles bleed into one another. The terrain gets worse. Freezing streams, loose rock, sharp recruits are limping, some are crying, others collapse. And through it all, Mara begins to pass them, one by one, quietly, steadily, an unstoppable force of will. B-mile 20, only 5 recruits are ahead of her, including Dawson, Trent, and Vale. Their confidence is gone, replaced by a creeping dread. "She's right behind us." Vale panics. "Move. Move," Dawson barks. But their bodies are spent. Mara glides past them, her expression serene, the look of someone who is no longer proving a point, but simply remembering who she is. Mile 20. The final descent is a steep, rocky slope, dangerous, even in boots. For someone barefoot, it should be impossible. Instructors wait at the bottom, clipboards ready. Mara doesn't just run, she flies. Her strides lengthen, her balance sharpens, every landing controlled and deliberate. A trail of blood marks her path, but her face remains a mask of pure focus. She crosses the finish line a full 6 minutes before anyone else. A stunned silence falls over the finish line. Colonel Briggs lowers his clipboard. He approaches her, Sir Ganquin. Your boots. Mara snaps to attention. Missing, sir. And you still finished first. Yes, sir. The colonel turns to the exhausted platoon now, trickling in. His voice booms across the field. Some of you sabotaged a Marine, and she still outran every single one of you barefoot. The saboteurs arrive last, panting, broken. Step forward, Briggs commands. They shuffle forward, trembling. But then Mara speaks. Sir, permission to speak. Granted. I know who did it, she says, her voice even. But punishment isn't what they need. They need to learn something better. The recruits stare, bewildered. Strength isn't measured by boots, Mara continues. Strength is what you do when someone tries to break you. The colonel considers this. Fair enough, but fair is fair. He points at the trio. Tomorrow, you three march the first 5 miles barefoot. They go pale. Then he turns back to Mara. And you'll lead them? Mara's response is calm. With pleasure, sir. The next day, Dawson, Trent, and Vale stand barefoot on the gravel. But this time is different. Mara is there, guiding them, not mocking, not punishing. Teaching. Showing them how to breathe, how to move, how to endure. Arrogance is replaced by a new, hard-won respect. Weeks later, a new tradition has taken root in the platoon. No one touches another Marine's gear, and on the mess hall wall, a framed photo now hangs. It's Sergeant Mara Quinn, crossing the finish line barefoot, blood on her feet. Her expression is calm as stone. The caption reads, Strength has no excuses. Respect has no gender, and some warriors don't need boots to win. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more.